We are back. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
I got popcorn.
It's time. It's time to step things up a notch. We were promised Dungeons and or Dragons, and while I have yet to introduce a dungeon, I have at least got us halfway there. Sorry, Jeff. I just saw your chat.
Dragon. Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Unless.
All right.
Unless.
So, yeah, there is one held action that I want to deal with before we move on, which is Grandpa Perny. So we're at the top of the round, and the dragon just came out angry that you have been picking on his girlfriend, as he sees it. There's this big, mean other frog, clearly a frog, that he is mad about. Yeah, my co-DM has just suggested we start the poll now. The second poll, we might as well do it now. Let's go ahead.
All right, I will.
Not necessarily related to this combat, I will point out to the audience, but we might as well get out of the way. So I will thank the players to step away from the chat, and we will have the next poll go live. And in the meantime, Peter can think about whether Grandpa Perny is going to do something about this sudden change of events.
I think I'll how close together are the dragon and the frog?
You mean emotionally?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty close. He called her his girlfriend.
Yeah, but it could be like a one-sided thing, right?
Yeah,
Like
how did
maybe
she react to
she
that?
had-
Yeah, did we look at her face?
She didn't at all.
It's a,
She
it
still
looks like
has
a frog.
exactly the same. Maybe one of her eyes slightly went out of cast with the other.
No, this might be an incel dragon.
She's like, we're not doing labels.
Where's my
We're not
paper?
You just catch him whenever you can.
We have an open
Maybe-
relationship.
Just into the
Basically-
spot, man.
Just that Michigan J Frog thing where she just goes. Brr.
But here's some paper.
Okay. So, do you wish to do anything or continue to hold?
How close together are they? Like physically,
Like
tentacle
with
wise.
not very far apart, like within a few feet. He basically has come out next to her. Remember, she started going straight for the food and then got just like shocked into stillness by being zapped with the light and then shouted at by Ugna. So she's pretty near the edge of the swamp still, and he has just come out of the swamp. So he's like a few feet away from her, like
Okay.
maybe 15 at most.
Can I get them both with tentacles?
With the Everard's black tentacles, I do
Yeah.
believe the area is at least 20 feet. So I would say yes. Yeah, 20-foot
All right.
square. For sure.
Let's do it.
At least part of the dragon. It is a dragon. It is a large creature.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop the tentacles on the two of them and any other frogs that I can get inside that.
Yep.
That
There's a
space.
few others.
Yeah.
You get a few others in there. So let's see. Oh no, what happened?
That's incredible.
Excellent. That is more or less all you're really missing is the floral moo.
Yep.
That's perfect.
And you're not 100% sure if that floral moo was just like a really gaudy tarp or a circus tent that blew away in a storm
And just
Yeah,
landed
at
on
some
her.
point and
And
now
has
has a
turned-
frog in it.
As Perny erupts this horde of tentacles from the swamp, he's gonna say, "The couple that stays together flays together." And then
Good.
good times.
Excellent. Okay, so this turns the area into difficult terrain, and all the creatures that start in there are going to have to make some dex saves to determine whether they are taking damage and being restrained. The dragon is fine. The frog mama is fine, but so far no bullywug. I was going to say has succeeded in evading the tentacles, but frankly, the 3d6 bludgeoning damage pretty much means that they are
They're just pulp.
done. Yeah, basically all of the bullywugs around the king and queen, I will call them, are basically destroyed and hauled down into the darkness of the ether from which these tentacles have emerged. The queen has been grappled by some tentacles, but is otherwise seems to be somewhat unperturbed, and is still just staring at Ugna and going. Brr. The dragon glides through the tentacles like they were no big deal. Like,
Don't like that.
yeah, I was born somewhere where black tentacles are everywhere. I'm fucking made of black tentacles.
This is just like in my hentais.
Excellent.
Comfort
Okay.
hentai.
So now we're on to them. So the dragon has made his appearance, but he has not yet done an attack. So he is going to spread his wings and do a little jump, and just a little tiny 80-foot jump that lands him directly in front of Ugna.
Oh, good. Now I don't have to close
And
the
as he
distance.
as he thumps to the ground in front of you, he's raking with the claws,
Just careful.
continuing to say, "You leave my girl alone."
While you were partying, Ugna, he was studying the blade.
It's true.
You've got to be careful.
What is your current AC?
It is 17.
Where the hell is my attack bonus? Oh, that's the wrong dragon.
The wrong dragon.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, there we go.
I have a concern.
There's the attack bonus. Okay, so +7. So yes, that hits. Second claw attack also hits.
You had a good
And
thing where you're like,
he
does a
will
29 hit?
snap
and I'm
at you.
Yes, indeed.
He will also snap at you with a bite, which misses.
Okay. How much damage am I taking?
You are taken.
Oh, also, do I have my new hit points yet, or am I not leveled
Yes,
up?
you do.
Okay, because I'm still sitting at
Oh,
67.
right. I haven't
which is my
given you
old
the
number.
sheet yet. I will tell you your new number.
Okay,
It's
cool.
81.
That's a lot better.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm still down a few, and I'm going to be down more, but
That is nearly
Spirit.
double mine.
You are
Mhm.
taking an entirety of 15 damage.
gotcha. I can do that.
Brushes it
Not as
off.
bad as I was worried.
Sorry. Yes, that's. Never mind. Sorry, I re-roll that because I rolled the wrong thing. I rolled the bite damage.
Oh, gotcha.
I was like, also acid damage. They have acid on their claws? No, that's from the bite. So never mind. It's 2d6, not 1d10. So
Better. Unless you roll max.
no, but it is going to be higher because averages are higher
That's
on
true.
2d6 than. Oh, it was 2d10 anyway. I also rolled it wrong, so it
Oh,
would have been more
good.
damage. But anyway, with the claws, it's not that much. So 15 plus 8 is a total of 23 damage.
Cool.
From the double rake of the claws. He snaps at you with the bite, but does not land it successfully. And he already hiccuped his acid bubbles at you guys. I can reveal now that the chat has chosen the unusualness of this dragon. One of the options was he has the hiccups real bad,
Oh.
Rude.
and that's what they
You're so
chose.
cute.
The other options were vestigial wings, and he smells really terrible. And
I mean,
they
who
did not
doesn't?
choose either of
To be
those.
fair, that wouldn't have really phased this party very
No.
much.
Oh, the smells really terrible was going to give area effect penalties to those of you fighting him in melee, although I was going to have Fetid be immune to them.
Makes sense.
But the chat chose the hiccups, so acid bubble hiccups it is.
Cute.
And it is now on to Tromlin. You are a few feet away from a dragon that is attacking your friend.
I see. How far away is the queen?
I'm going to say probably about 50 feet.
Okay, so that won't
You did
work.
or wait, what's the range on your guiding bolt?
What do I know? That is
The
a great
range on your
question.
guiding bolt. Yeah, it's 120 feet. I thought it was. So yeah, I'm going to say probably about between 50 and 60 feet away.
Okay, well then what I wanted to do won't work.
If you need to move closer, you do have the option of spending another slot on a Misty Step for a bonus action.
No, I don't think that's a good idea on this. Well, I think I'm going to have to buff my friend,
Seems like a good
or
idea.
I can inflict wounds.
Ooh.
I might inflict wounds.
What was the big buffing spell that you had for Ugna?
Heroism?
Oh, heroism. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, remember you can cast heroism once without spending a slot.
All right, I'll cast heroism on Ugna for now. I'll just do that. And so heroism. You can't be frightened. Which
That's
is
nice.
It's a dragon. Again, temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier
There's
at
4.
the start of each round.
Nice. Yeah.
Spell ends, you lose remaining temporary hit points. So you get a bonus 4 right now.
So keep track of those separately. Those are your temp hit points.
Yep.
And
I believe the mechanic for temp hit points is damage comes off of them first.
Yep.
Oh! I know what I'd like to do. This is probably stupid. I don't know if I can do it or not, though. Hold on. Can I attempt to taunt this dragon?
You want to?
Yeah.
You
I
certainly
want to
can.
distract him so it's harder for him to focus.
Yeah.
That's a pretty low-key thing to do.
Spirit of Dionysus, Vicious Mockery, Entangle, and Suggestion.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you actually had like a taunt feat.
I don't think I do, no.
Yeah,
So
there is such a thing. But you can certainly, like, you're just trying to socially mess with
bullying now.
Yeah.
Bully a dragon.
He's hanging
Yeah,
out with bullies
Basically, yeah, you're
anyway.
basically trying to distract using your extremely good social abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm just double checking that I'm right, that you didn't have a specific ability for this. So I would say you can either make, probably you don't want to make an intimidation roll here. You probably want to make something
No.
more like a persuasion roll. Call it a performance roll. You're trying to just be distracting. I think you could do the vicious mockery, but I think that will take. Let me
That's
double
an
check
attack.
whether that's a bonus.
Yeah.
I think it's not a bonus action. It might be,
I don't
but I
think it is
think it's
either.
Make
not.
the dragon dance.
Yeah, it takes your action to do vicious mockery, so you want to do the heroism instead. So you're casting heroism.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And is this a performance, you said?
Yeah. The poll is over, just so folks know what's
Leave
up.
The chat.
Can I spend one of my inspirations?
You sure can. You got lots.
I will spend an inspiration, because I don't think that's going to be high enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a lot better, actually. It's a lot better. Oh, shit. 25 to bully the dragon.
Pretty good. Now, keep in mind that he is going to roll against you.
Yeah.
I know.
And he's a dragon.
And he has
I know.
he's got some dragon stats, but well, you
Well,
know,
that's
we'll
Worth a
see.
shot, right?
I mean, if
I
anyone
mean,
can trick a
you
dragon, it's a
rolled a
fae.
lot better. You rolled a lot better than me. So what's your take here? What are you sort of trying to? How do you wish to be distracting? Do you wish to sort of make yourself seem like the bigger threat, or make
I want
yourself,
to make
or
him
just
feel embarrassed. I want to embarrass him.
You're gonna try to break him up, aren't you?
excellent?
I'm going to say, are you sure she's your girlfriend? She didn't even react.
Oh. playing on some deep insecurities there.
Mm-hmm.
Then again,
Really deep.
maybe she has a thing for newts.
Oh,
Ooh.
Burn.
This is the dumbest thing my character could be doing, but I don't
Very
give a
good.
shit.
The black scales around the cheeks turn a little pinker.
Oh, I see some honesty peeking through.
uh-oh.
It is up.
Sorry?
Fetid, it's up. Your turn.
I'm up. All right.
I'm gonna
Wonder
put up a
who I should be
picture
focusing.
of Dick Wolf, who I am picturing. This is like the dragonborn form of this particularly nerdy dragon. We gave him permanent
This is what he
disadvantage to
wishes he
stealth,
looked like.
right? We gave him permanent disadvantage to stealth because his leather pants are too tight.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Can dragons or dragonborn grow neckbeards?
Oh God,
Oh.
he's
It'll
trying.
probably depend on the type of dragon.
Yeah, this guy's got a handful of he's got like the frill of
got, like,
horns
reeds.
with the two big ones, but the ones the frill at the bottom, he's just got a couple of like errant
Yeah.
little spikies. They're not really fully come in.
So question to the party, do we feel like concentrating more on the dragon or on the frog lady in terms of our efforts at the moment?
I think
The dragon's a lot scarier.
Yeah, dragon's a bigger
Yeah.
threat.
All right.
He's got multiple attacks, and that one's ass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. In that case, I want to switch my hunter's mark to the nerd dragon.
That's a bonus
and-
action.
Yep. And I'm just going to start shooting arrows at him.
That sounds like an appropriate thing to do.
I'm also going to do Gathered Swarm on my first attack, assuming it hits.
Excellent.
Get an extra d6 on that. So it's...
So your arrow is going to have a bunch of buzzing insects all around it.
Good.
Let's see. Does a 16 hit the nerd dragon?
That is not going to do it.
All
It
right.
may be
I want
an
to spend
appropriate
my
time to
last
spend the thing.
inspiration, yeah.
Oh, remember your inspirations
Oh,
are
that's
filled
right.
back up.
Yeah.
So
Cool,
you're
all
at
right, yeah,
full.
I'm going to reroll
This
that.
is your first inspiration. Yeah,
Oh, that's actually even worse. So I'm going to spend another inspiration.
Ooh.
That's much better. That is 21.
But normally you're not allowed to spend more than one inspiration on the same reroll, but because of the hype train, I'm going to allow it.
All right.
Yeah,
We
thank
can
you,
break the
Hype Train.
rules.
Noted for the
Doot,
future.
doot.
All right. So 4, 5, 6, 11 damage. All that effort for
Oh.
perfectly average damage. All right. Error number 2.
You got 2 arrows. Yeah, shoot another one. So this one will have your hunter's mark damage, but not your gathered swarm damage.
This is a 17.
17 to hit
Yeah.
is just shy.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh,
All right.
man.
That's okay. I got him with 1.
Hey, you tagged him. He's like, he gets tagged with an arrow. Glorpa, you are up.
Man.
You are behind all of this. Currently you are behind the frog lady.
Oh.
And the dragon is like a good 50 feet away from you on the other side of the frog lady fighting your friends.
Well, that's kind of fun.
You will notice that you have entangled a lot of bullywugs in your foliage.
Excellent.
They are not great at the saving throw, so many of them have been restrained by the spell.
They got those weird, awkward, flippery legs, too. I've been sitting here reading every single thing, and I can't think of a fun thing to do. Well, I'm still Dragonfly. I guess I could, like,
You can still spellcast. You can undragonfly. You could turn into something else.
You turn something big, like a bear or something.
Yeah, you
Swamp
have some.
bear.
Yeah.
It
You
seems so
also have-
impossible to go from Dragonfly to Swamp Bear, but I guess I could do that.
Yep. You sure can. You just explode out of nowhere, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I was thinking it. It just seemed really, really impossible, but
Magic.
Sharp is like all powerful now. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
100%. You can do it.
All right.
So
cool.
basically, you're going to fly over there like a bug and make up that movement. And then just basically full on, boom, bear out of nowhere.
Swamp glare.
I do not have a movement specifically for the dragonfly, but again, because of the hype train, I'm going to hand wave it, and you can just get over there.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Am I able to do anything once I get there and unmorph?
Oh, yeah.
Or morph rather? Really? Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. Oh gosh.
I do believe that the standard for wild shape is that it takes an action, but again, like if you take the action, take the wild shape, and then you fall on your target, I don't see why I would not be willing to call that an attack, and I am.
So I can't do anything besides fall on them?
I'm just going to call it an attack, basically. Like you can, fall claws first, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. I was gonna say just get right behind them and do gust of wind to push them.
You can. What you could do is cast the spell instead of taking on the wild shape for now. Just get over there and cast a spell, and then take the wild shape next time.
Okay, cool.
Yep, up to you.
While I'm a tiny dragonfly, then I'm going to gust of wind them forward and see if that does anything to them.
You're trying to. What are you trying to do exactly? This is on the dragon.
I was hoping to get both of them, but I thought they were close to each other, but maybe they're not.
Not anymore. Not anymore because the dragon leapt away to go and attack.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's right. I don't really. Okay, I'm just gonna push over the lady frog just because I think it'd be kind of funny.
So where you are,
shove her.
Maximum comedy.
Yeah, gust of wind will give it a.
Now we're bullying
double
her.
checking the.
I know I feel kind of bad about it.
You can like shove her back into the swamp on top of her bullywug buddies.
I think we're the.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Yeah, whatever has the most bullywugs in the area.
I mean, we did save the Waggles.
That's also your entangle spell, so you'd be shoving her into your entangle space.
Oh,
Smart.
Perfect. How nice. I'm gonna give her a little bed. Put her to sleep.
She's rolled garbage on that saving throw, so yeah, you shove her straight back. So she just basically stepped out of Everard's black tentacles, and then gets like pitched backwards on top of a bunch of other bullywugs right into the swamp, and the entangling vines and plants grapple her.
I'm just giving her a hug.
Yep, sounds good.
All right,
and you have moved yourself over towards where the fight is. And next up is Ugna. You have a dragon in your face.
Dragon fight time.
You got a little dragon.
A little dragon right here?
Right on you, just on your face there. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Time to fight a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good time for probably an action surge.
This is probably the best time for an action surge.
This is a good time for an action surge. I'm going to make my first attack. And my second attack. Oh my god. Nat 20. Nat 20.
This is the time.
That is a nat 20.
Not wasted.
Oh.
I'm not adding that to the wasted list.
Nope.
That's like the opposite of wasted.
Cool.
Okay,
cool.
are you? I am assuming then that you're going to spend a maneuver.
Yeah.
Because that means you get to roll the extra dice twice.
That does.
So you do have what do you have? Disarming attack wouldn't actually make him disarmed, but it would still add the extra damage.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's not really a fainting attack.
It is. It can be if you want. It just costs your bonus action, but it would give you advantage on the.
I mean, advantage to hit
attack.
a dragon. They have high AC. Let's go with that one.
Yeah.
I'm spending my fainting attack.
So it's a feint. So your damage then here is going to be your base.
Is
this a single-handed or two-handed attack?
This is two-handed. I don't have my shield up currently.
So you are doing a 2d10 plus 2d8 plus 7.
All right.
As you do,
As you do. Oh, okay. And okay. 7, 8, 9 plus another 6, 15, and one more d8. Only a 3. 19 plus 7. 26.
26 damage.
26 damage to the dragon's face.
Yep, as you hammer on him with this.
I'm giving
so
him like
you,
an
you
uppercut to the
feint
jaw.
and then come the other way with the
Yep.
hammer. Yeah. That's one attack,
That's why I have
and
a
you get an
second
extra attack.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a 19.
Ah,
Why?
Jeez.
that'll hit.
It's not a crit, but it is a 19.
Don't forget, roll it again because you have advantage.
Oh,
You
heck.
might get a crit
Oh my god.
because of your feinting attack. You get advantage here.
No, 14.
Okay, so just roll the damage. You don't get the extra D8 on this unless you want to spend another maneuver point
mean-
to do another thing.
It's still a D10 and a D7. Or a D8.
No, you don't get the D8 unless you're
Oh, that's
spending
right.
another maneuver point.
Right.
Which you can, if you choose to. You've
I
already spent one on
mean-
commanding performance and
Yep.
one on that feinting attack.
It's burn 'em if you got 'em time.
You still got 3 left.
This is a
Okay,
dragon
so,
fight.
yeah.
so you're spending another one, making this another feinting attack, so
Yep.
add that extra D8 as well.
Sounds good. Jeebus. I'm rolling like max damage here. So 19.
So a 10, D10, D8, and a D7.
Yep.
What do you got?
16 plus 7.
16 on the
23.
D10 and D8. That's too
Yeah.
short of max.
I got a
Yeah.
0 and a 6.
So that's, what did you say, 23?
23.
Wow.
I'm rolling fire for this damage.
And you still have your action surge.
Yup. So guess what I'm doing?
Go for it. Use your action surge. You're just going to burn through all your stuff on
I'm
this round.
going to. 16 plus 8 to hit.
What's your total?
Uh,
I missed the dice roll. So what's your total?
24.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. And my damage.
You need a 19 if you're curious what you're actually looking
Oh,
for.
gotcha. 8 and a 7. Oh my god.
Are you using another maneuver here?
Yeah.
If so, then remember to
I
roll
only
the
have
advantage.
one left.
Roll the advantage because
Oh,
you might
heck,
get a
right. Oh
you
my
might get a
God.
crit.
Nope.
So what's your damage for this hit?
It's a D10 and a D8.
Yep.
So 8 and a 7, and then another
And then-
7.
So that's 15. That's 22.
22.
Okay. And your second attack.
Jeebus.
And you have one maneuver die left if you want to use it.
Should I? Probably.
Just
I would
dump
love
the
to
maximum
one-shot
damage you
this
possibly
dragon.
can. I don't think you're going to one-shot a
No,
dragon.
But that would
They have
be.
well over 100 hit points, but you're going to definitely make the biggest dent you could.
I rolled another 19.
Jesus Christ.
to hit this thing.
Again, don't forget the advantage.
Oh my god.
Every time you spend a maneuver for the feinting attack,
Nope.
you get.
That's a 2.
Now, technically, actually, I just realized you can't actually do that every time because you can. It costs your bonus action to do the feint.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll consider those. Some of those were just disarming attacks. They didn't give you advantage,
Yeah.
but you didn't. It didn't matter because you
It
hit
didn't
anyway.
matter. All
But
right.
you still get the extra damage. So what's the total damage then? 1d10, 1d8, and 7.
14 plus 5. 19 damage.
14 plus 5? It's plus 7.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you added the 7
I got
to
a
the
7
first.
and
I
a
see.
7, and then I rolled a 5 on the D8.
Gotcha. 19 damage. Woof. That was a lot of damage.
Ugna's
You
mad.
did 80 points of damage to this
Jesus.
thing.
Wow.
Good gracious.
Oh my god.
So I uppercut him, his jaw goes up, and then I just bat his head back and forth a couple of times. And then the
Like he's
final
a
one, I
food bag,
bat him
yeah.
down onto the ground, so his chin hits the ground.
He is bloodied and upset, visibly upset. Like he's upset A because of Tromlin being mean to him, and also because of you hitting him in the face with a hammer. Like he's just doubly upset.
Several times.
Can I
He's
scream, stop?
physically and emotionally injured right now.
While this is happening, can I scream, stop hitting yourself? Stop hitting
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, you must.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop it. Why are you doing that? Come on.
He is
You gonna
bloody.
cry? You gonna cry, baby?
Oh.
Perny, you're up.
So did my Everds hit the bullywugs on their turn? Because they're supposed to get hit at the beginning of their turn, right?
Yeah, you by now any of the ones that were still in there are just you've pureed the bullywugs.
Okay. And the queen got clear?
The queen took some damage, but
Okay.
came out, and then immediately got blown into the entanglement in the
yes,
swamp by
yes.
Glorpa.
Got it. Beautiful. Okay.
You could
Lane.
drop that spell now. There's nobody in it.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
you could leave it up in the hopes that you could throw somebody into it later.
Yeah. Okay. There's no point in keeping it.
Yeah, as long as you just keeping in mind about your concentrations. So right now,
Yeah.
that's the thing you're concentrating on right now.
Well, what I'm thinking about doing is one of the things we talked about before the session.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if I can hemorrhage the dragon.
You can, because that's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's going to be able to spit acid if it's choking on blood instead of doing the eyeball thing.
Very
Who
good point.
knows? But
So
it's
I'd like
certainly
to
worth
try
trying.
making the dragon choke on its own blood.
Oh no.
Excellent.
This
So,
is
so
extremely
Perny, who is had vanished into the shadows and had been variously visible and not visible as he cast spells and did various things. Now the red points of light glare out of the shadow, and the shadow steps out of the shadow to become the silhouette of Grandpa Perny, and he pulls out this little red book that none of you have seen before, except Ugna briefly in
I'm not paying attention.
in Don Emilio's library, and he pulls out his ritual dagger, and he begins speaking just horrible words from this book that are painful to hear as he cuts across his palm, and then he clenches his fist on the blood and points at the dragon, at which point the dragon makes a constitution save. Which I think he actually failed.
nice.
He does.
Oh,
Roll your 2d6 damage, please.
And I have to damage myself as well, right?
Yeah, so roll the 1d8 damage that you take, and that is damage to your max hit points. So you can't be healed of that until it is past this whole scene.
A nice healthy 5.
Okay, so five hit points off your max damage or your max hit points.
I'm gonna do not a ton of damage. Only 4 damage.
Okay, that's still some damage.
But
And blood spurts from the eyes and ears and nostrils of this dragon. And it is blinking back blood that it can't see through now, and it is temporarily blinded.
Jesus.
I thought it was
as
going for the throat.
Perny uses some terrifying magic. Well, it comes out of its orifices. You're not
yeah,
sure
we can't
what
see what's going on
covered.
inside.
You can't see inside its maw.
I love that basically no matter what the rest of the party does, we can always rely on Perny to do something even more upsetting.
Correct. Correct.
And that's some of Perny's new blood magic.
Kurgari in the chat says Grandpa Perny popping out of the shadows to do a murder on the black dragon.
Yep.
Which is accurate.
Now the black dragon opens its mouth to howl in pain, and it gurgles as it does so. And a gout of blood and followed by acid comes out of its mouth. It's going to use its breath weapon. Now it can't see, but there's no attack. There's no attack roll. So I'm just going to make
great.
like a vague attack roll. I'm gonna force an attack roll on it. Normally there is no hit roll for the dragon breath. I'm going to put a roll on it because it's blinded. But it's going to hit. That's over 20 with bonus. So that's that is an attack that's going to hit on Ugna. You are within
right in front of his face.
you are within the line of fire here.
No one told Ugna don't stand in front of the face of a dragon.
Yeah.
Ugna and Tromlin are both in a direct line here from this situation. So it is time to save against the dragon's breath. This is a dex save.
Oh boy, I'm not good at those.
hey, that's mine.
I rolled a 13.
You're real good at it.
That's 15.
I am going to give you an advantage reroll because of Perny's effect and the hype train.
Cool. That was worse. That was a 2.
Okay, so you have not made it. How about?
I did. I think I did. I got
What's your total?
25.
Yeah. If you're over 20,
Oh, yeah.
you got it.
You use me as a shield.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I believe I set the DC here. Oh, it's not even that high of a DC. What is it here? 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
Ooh.
But
The chat has reminded me I have inspirations.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to take half damage on
you,
this.
again, normally you wouldn't get advantage more than once, but
true.
because of the hype train, I'm going to let you do it.
Should I? All right.
One more reroll. I'm going to give it to you.
All right. 17. That's a 19.
You made it. You made it. So this is going to be half damage, which is good because it's 54 damage.
Oh, that would be.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah, that
god!
would-
I have 2
Um,
hit points left.
Actually, I'm going to actually roll this damage.
Actually,
Yeah.
that
So
would
sorry.
have,
So 54 damage is the
It's
full.
full. It's full damage.
If you saved, you take half.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh.
Whew.
I am
So
at 11.
26. Yeah, 26
Oh.
damage to each of you.
Alina, don't forget you're getting 4 extra temporary points every time.
That's
Yeah, take
true.
the 4
Yeah.
off of your temporary first, and then
Yeah.
apply the remainder.
So I actually have 34 hit points left.
Yep.
I'm
You
good.
should have gained 8
Now,
points too by now.
in
You're lucky
addition-
Oh, that's true.
the
Yeah.
Acid was diluted with so much blood.
He also follows this up, this like vomiting of acid, with a loud hiccup, and bubbles of acid go all around him again.
This guy's having
And
a
that is
day.
going to cause an additional 5 acid damage
Ooh.
to each of you, and also to Fetid and now Copernicus
Ooh.
are in. Oh, and Glorpa, because Glorpa has come over in the air here, so everyone takes that 5 acid damage. Glorpa, however, I believe is resistant to acid damage. Let me double check.
Oh, are ya?
That seems like
Acid
in
resistance,
character.
half damage.
Yep. So
Nice.
you
So 2.5.
take, round it down, call it
There.
2.
You.
I have 6 hit points left.
All right.
It happens when
Good.
dragons vomit acid.
Getting spicy.
Yep. That is, I think, its whole turn if it does that.
Good.
Good.
That's enough.
Because I don't
He
need 3 more
is-
attacks.
Done. I'm going to roll the saving throw for his girlfriend to see if she breaks her way out of the entanglement. She
Hey,
does.
Oh.
So she makes her saving throw, and she is going to leap in this direction and land nearby. And she's going to take a swing at, I think, probably Ugna is the appropriate target.
Yep.
Since you did the, you were the one who did the intimidation.
I'm King Frog.
She's no longer frightened of you because that was only for a round. I'm pretty sure she misses you though. What's your AC without the
17.
shield? Yeah, she doesn't break 17. So she swings at you and glances off your breastplate.
Cool.
Other bullywugs are like fleeing randomly. The survivors, those that have been too close, have just been killed by these acid bubbles that have been coming out of the dragon when he hiccups. Those that got anywhere near the black tentacles have been just liquefied. Others are pinned by the foliage in the swamp and the entangle spell. Yeah, whatever's left of the bullywugs are basically just booking the hell out of here now, scattering in all directions. And it is Tromlin.
Ooh. I am going to. I could inflict wounds on him, or I could cast a cure.
I mean, cure probably.
I also have a cure spell as well for when my turn comes up. So you are not
We
only
have done some
delegated to healing from here on out.
damage to this guy.
He's taken
Yeah.
a lot. He's definitely
Yeah.
bloodied. You
If
can
I
tell
inflict-
he's taken like over half his damage.
Yeah, I can't do a lot of damage, but I might be able to use a hero point and do whatchamacallit, the defy death thing, death ward on you, Tromlin. So I can keep you
yeah.
up for another round, but I can't really do a ton of damage. So maybe if you want to do a bunch of damage, I'll guarantee you one more round of life at a terrible
Alright.
cost.
You can do a fair bit of damage though. You have cantrips and goosable
Yeah, that's
options
true.
on them.
Hmm.
Hold on, then. Let me.
Like
double check
remember,
my-
when you cast your cantrips, you cast them at level 4 automatically. You can even take damage to cast them at level 5.
I'm going to attempt to attack him then, because I do a melee attack to inflict wounds.
Sure.
I'm going to attempt to slap him across the face.
Good.
Slap that thing.
And I'm casting this as a second level spell.
This is the inflict wounds.
Mm-hmm. What's my? Is it +6 is my attack modifier?
So I'm going to point out to you here. So what do you do for damage with inflict wounds? Okay, so it's
I'm be 4d10
Ooh.
at this point.
Whew.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Oof.
that's a pretty significant.
That's why I'm like, I want to get him out of battle.
Hmm.
He can't keep hitting us if he's not in
Yeah.
battle.
It's
Yeah.
true. That's in the rules.
I've heard that.
But make your melee spell attack is what you're using for the
I
damage.
did. It would be
Or for the hit.
22.
That's a hit.
Oh yes. 31 points.
Wow.
31 on 4d10. Wow.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so that's
Oh.
some serious necrotic. There's no
Ouch.
save for half or anything like that, is there?
No, it's just necrotic.
Just straight up.
That's just a
That's
spell.
why it's a melee attack, because it's rough.
You just like
okay.
smack him across the jaw.
And then his jaw starts
Fall.
rotting.
Dang.
Oh, God.
I gave him
You hit
almost as
him-
much damage as he gave me.
Mhm.
You hit him, you slap him across, you jump up and slap the bottom of his face, and like necrotically all of his crappy little neck beard of like spikes and frills like shrivels and falls off.
Oh,
You shaved him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now, as a quick action, I will sacrifice a first level spell and Misty Step away.
nice.
Good.
Go for it.
Good.
Because
You still have, and because you cast that with your second level slot, right?
yep,
So you have got, I think how many? You used Misty Step twice total before
I
this,
used
or
it
was
twice. I've used it twice. Once as a free
yeah,
action.
once for free and once to cast. So this is your last slot for non-divine spells.
Yeah.
So that's your last Misty Step.
Yep.
Yep.
3 feet away.
Oh, sorry. Misty Step is cast as a second level spell.
Oh,
I
is
guess
it?
you're allowed to use your divine spells on it. Still, you've that'll run you out though of your third level spell slots because you've cast the other spell as well,
Okay.
or second level spell slots. So you're out of second level spell slots, but you still have a bunch of first level. You've only used one for
Yep.
heroism.
Sorry, I didn't do more. Ugna, I
Okay.
tried.
That's fine.
You still got all your first. You just did a
Listen,
lot of damage.
I am
Yeah.
still up for at least another round.
Oh,
Headed.
God.
Oh yeah, you're orcish.
All right.
Is this the heal on?
Ugna.
Well,
Yeah, probably.
first I need to make sure I can get to her because I believe my healing spell is on touch. Is
Mm.
Cure
Yeah, I
Wounds
think
touch?
it's cure
Yeah.
wounds. Yeah, it's touch.
Can't you
So
use your
can
swarm
I get
to cast?
to her?
Oh yeah, the swarm.
If my
I could
swarm...
also use the form to move myself up to
Yeah,
5 feet.
I don't think you can cast through the swarm.
Mm.
It's not like a
Familiar.
Oh, okay.
A familiar.
If I could do Writhing Tide will get me 10 feet of flight.
Yep.
So could I do that and then move and then poke her with my healing pinky finger?
So you're close enough to her to move. Like you've got a 35 speed, so you're
Yeah.
within 35. You can definitely get
Okay.
to her and cast the healing spell.
All right.
The question is, can you move away?
Disengage. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm going to double check whether that flight requires requires an action or if it's like a bonus action or something, or just a
it's
free
not
thing that
clear
you can
on my
always do.
character sheet. So
Because you
I'm just
probably
pulling it
don't
up.
want the dragon to take an attack of opportunity on you.
ideally, no, I do not have very many hit
That
points.
seems bad.
I'm just pulling up the
I'm pretty sure
What are
if
you
he
called
rolled well,
again?
he could one-shot
Swarm
me at
Keeper.
this point.
So according to the Swarm Keeper, Writhing Tide. It's a bonus action, so you can do this in addition to your regular action, your
All
10
right,
foot.
cool.
So you can move 35 towards Ugna, touch to
Mhm.
heal, and then 10 away.
Okay, I would like to do that.
And may I recommend? I can't remember.
Oh.
Have we noticed which shape the breath attack is in?
It's a line.
Okay.
It was a
Okay, so-
straight line.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe
I
we wanna
actually
try
have to
out-
point out you can't do that. You can do that, but you will get opportunity attacked by the dragon when you move away from it.
Oh, that's
So
also
you may
bad.
not. You may
That's
not want
bad.
to.
All right.
You can certainly go over, cast the healing spell, and then stick around for fighting. It would certainly not be the only target that's there. Ugna is kind of a big target.
Yeah, I'm also just wondering what other nonsense I can get up to while I'm in this dragon's face. Do.
I'm just looking to see what other possible bonus action options you have, but I'm not finding anything.
You know what? Yeah, I think for now let's just do the move and heal. Do I roll for the heal or does?
You can roll. It's just there's no roll to activate it. It's just a straight up.
Yeah, it's how much do I heal?
Yeah.
for?
Are you casting at second level?
Yes.
So that's going to be 2d8 plus your spell casting,
All right. Where is my?
which is, I believe, a significant amount. Your spell casting modifier is 4.
That's an 8. So 2d8 plus 2, 5, 7, 4, 11 hit points.
11 hit points back to Ugna.
Nice.
Okay. Glorpa, you
Uh,
are now in the vicinity of this dragon.
Yeah, so I don't know if I completely turned into a swamp bear or if I stayed
You weren't.
a
You weren't yet because you were casting spells, but
Okay.
you can do it now.
cool. Actually, I kind of wanted to stay the dragonfly anyway.
Yeah, you can.
Can I
As
fly over to
choose.
Gudna and cure wounds on her also?
Ooh.
Yeah, you can cast
Okay.
that, and it's just a touch. So yeah, you can fly over and touch Ugna and do a cure.
Cool. Gonna
Kissed
put my
by a
little dragonfly
dragonfly.
paw on
Nice.
you.
Boop.
Cool.
And you can actually cast that much higher if you want. You have 4th level spells. You could
Ooh.
cast that as
Oh, I
level
haven't
4
looked
if
at
you
that
want.
yet. So what does that change? Just what I roll, or?
The amount of healing. Yeah, instead of 2d8, you'd be doing 4d8.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay, nice. So don't
And
forget.
you have a +5 wisdom, I think, so that would be a 4d8 plus 5 heal.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Of course, I have to sit here and try to figure out which one is the 8. That looks like it is the one.
The one that's like 2
A little-
triangles
a
stuck
little
together.
diamond.
Right. Yeah.
The diamondy one.
2, 3 is 5, 4, 9 plus 5. So 14 plus 5, 19.
Heck
19.
yeah.
19 healing, and because of your tiny dragonfly size, I'll just let you continue your movement. I'm not going to give an opportunity attack for the dragon.
Oh, geez.
He's not like aware enough of like the bugs around here being a thing he needs to attack. So
Bug
True.
healer.
And I'm gonna just stay this dragonfly because
a dragonfly briefly
pretty
lands
sweet.
on Ugna's head
Yeah.
and then flies away. He's not going to be like, I better kill
Yeah.
that bug.
Also,
Got it.
I'm a
Also-
dragon too. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
Dragonfly.
dressed as a
Dragonfly,
fly.
you're a dragon nerd.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done on Glorpa. Ugna, you are up and
I am
nearly
back
full of hit points.
With 58 hit
Oh.
points. Time to
Oh,
hit this
you
guy in the face.
Out of all of your tricks, but
I'm just gonna straight up hit him in the face.
yep, you no longer have any maneuver or superiority dice. You've used your action surge, but you haven't used your second wind.
I have not.
No, if you want
Yeah.
to heal yourself,
Yeah, I probably
that's
should.
a bonus action.
That's true.
The other option is if you want to do the 2-hand attacks, like hit him once with the hammer and hit him with something else. you
I'm
could
just
use
gonna
your
go
bonus.
pure with damage this time.
Two-handed
I need to
hammer,
Take
so-
this guy down.
So belt him with the 2-handed hammer.
I rolled really good again. That was an 18 plus 8.
Oh, that'll hit. I was going to say 18 total doesn't make it, but that's without
But
bonuses. You
I've
hit.
just got my D10 plus 7. I mean, that's a 9.
1d10
so
plus 7. That's 16
the 16
damage.
will
That's
do.
not nothing. That's
That'll
quite a
do.
bit.
And
Okay.
my second attack,
You clock him on the head.
a 16 plus 8.
That'll do.
That'll do.
1d10
5
plus
and
7.
7, so 13 damage on that one.
Man, he's reeling. He's
Picked a really
reeling.
good day to roll well.
I really did.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This dice has been...
Now, do you want to use
Mwah.
that at bonus action to heal?
No, I want to use it to hit him in the face.
No, you can't.
Oh, that's right. I get 2 action. No, that was my first action, which is 2 actions.
No, if you're fight. So I thought you were fighting with with two-handed hammer.
Oh, that's right. I don't have my offhand attack.
Yeah,
So,
you
yeah,
don't.
you're
Your
right.
offhand attack takes a bonus action
Well, then I'll use that bonus action to hit because
So
I
use the
don't need a
bonus
bonus
action
action.
to heal.
So that is another 1d10.
1d10 plus 7 hit points for you.
Oh, it's only a 2. So
Still,
a 9.
9 more hit points back.
That's good.
It's a good amount of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dragon time.
That is
Oh no, sorry,
me.
Perny. Perny, then dragon time.
Please take him out.
All right.
Ernie, do something horrible.
Do something horrible, please.
So there's I can do something sweet or I can do something horrible. The sweet thing I can do is I can use I'm gonna try and bargain a hero point for an extra spell slot so I can cast Death Ward on my grandson. Because I do not want him to die here.
I guess that would also be in character.
Yeah.
But he's no longer in the immediate breath weapon.
Yeah,
zone.
he got
that
out of
okay,
the combat range.
So here's the thing: if my grandson doesn't die, but he's dying, I can actually suck the blood out of him and use it as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dying yet.
I know. So for now, Grandpa's trying to decide: do I proactively try, or because I could witch bolt the dragon and just keep on doing force lightning at him.
Well, that also would require getting another spell slot out of this.
Yeah. But either way, basically, do I want to try and keep Tromlin alive? But Tromlin seems like he's in a safe spot.
Safer.
Yeah, and I would say ignoring without the spell slot for Witch Bolt, you still have the ability, especially if you pull your blood magic tricks, to do a lot of damage just with your chill touch.
Ooh.
Because your chill touch damage, because you cast it as level 4, your chill touch damage is normally a D8, but you can take your blood magic damage to yourself to make it a level 5, and then it jumps to 2d8 plus your normal that's it, and then plus the damage that you can add by making an agonizing attack with a saving throw for stun. So I guess it's not as much as I was thinking. It's not as much as the Witch Bolt, but it's still a significant amount of damage. You can basically do 2d8 plus 4, is it?
Yeah.
2d8 plus 4 and
the
force a
chance
saving
stunning.
throw for stun.
Yeah, stunning is really powerful against big foes too.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can I move next to Tromlin so that I'm I can touch him if something goes south here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast. I'll do a super juice step chill touch.
The other option you have is you could attempt a maddening mind splinter.
Jesus
That's the
Christ,
thing you
that
can
sounds
do.
horrible.
Which you haven't done yet, the mind sliver. And that one, I'm just double checking. So that one
What's
would be
insanity do?
that would be 2d6 damage.
Why does the damage change?
Because mind sliver base is d8/6 instead of d8.
Oh, okay.
But the there's a saving throw to avoid the damage. But if they fail the saving throw, and it's an intelligence save, which is the hardest one to make, they lose their they get a penalty to their next saving throw. But also, the mind sliver gives them the insanity effect, which is a significantly distracting, disadvantage-causing madness on the.
Okay. All right.
Those are options. Those are some options.
And how many of the? If I wanted to do the maddening thing, how many other effects could I pile on it?
Whatever you want.
So could I make it an agonizing madness that's cast a level higher, and we're just bleeding? I think that's 15 points of damage to me.
You would take 15 damage, and you would upgrade it to 2d6 psychic damage, 2d6 plus 4 psychic damage with a saving throw to stun and a saving throw for insanity.
Let's do it. All
All right.
So another thing I should mention, I think we established this in literally episode 1, but if not, it was in session 0, which no one in the stream saw. But Perny has on his literal bucket list of things to do to eat a dragon's heart.
We did indeed.
He's hungry.
So Perny's eyes blaze red again, and he takes his ritual dagger and raises it up and lines it up in his eye line with the dragon's head, and then thrusts it through his own hand, through his palm. And the dragon's head reacts as though it has been stabbed. So let's roll some saving throws for this dragon.
And as
Powerful
Perny licks his lips, he says, "Soon we'll both be choking on your blood."
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wow,
I
Grandpa.
love it.
Jesus.
And the thing is, Trauma's hearing this, instead of being upset, he's like, huh, that's a good turn of a phrase.
That's good. It's
Mhm.
nice.
Uh-oh, I'm learning things about myself.
You picked a good one. Int
I
save
saw the
is
frog
one of the
legs you
ones
packed up
dragons have no bonus
mid-combat.
to.
You've got the family thirst.
Yeah.
You picked one of the few saves that there is no proficiency bonus for this dragon. It's just straight up int. So I'm going to roll. So he's got 2 int saves to make, and then 1. The stun is what? Con save?
Yeah,
Probably.
con.
Yeah.
And I'd like to,
That-
if any of these can get inspiration to make it harder for him, I might.
No, but would you like to put your
Hero point.
would you like to put your bonus action into this
Ooh.
and give him the distracting intrusions?
I would.
Ooh.
I would.
So he has to make a DC 15 wisdom save to avoid having
Cool.
disadvantage on all his other saving throws.
Nice.
So I'll roll that first one first because that kind of matters.
Yeah, yeah.
I have rolled a 9. He has a +3 that is not going to make your 15 DC. So he has disadvantage on all 3 of these other saving throws.
So my weird
Sod.
blood burn that I said at him really got to him.
Yep.
You bastards! That nat 20 doesn't count because I have to roll disadvantage,
Yeah.
and it's a 10 plus 2. That is not going to make the int save. So roll your damage. He didn't make the int save. Roll your 2d6 damage.
I don't think I ever actually rolled to hit with the.
You don't.
No, it's a spell.
With blood magic.
With the mind sliver, you don't make the roll to hit.
Oh.
It's a save to avoid.
Okay.
So I failed the save. You hit. So roll your
So-
2d6 damage. 2d6
so
plus
8
4 damage.
Yeah, 8 on the dice makes 12 with the bonus.
12 psychic damage. Jesus. And then
He's himself.
disadvantage, my low roll is a 3 on the saving throw versus insanity. Oh, never mind. I got to roll the minus a d4 that you just gave him with the mind sliver. So he rolled a -1 to save versus insanity.
Good.
So he just starts like flailing about and shrieking. Yeah, he actually starts shrieking, "Mom! Mom!"
Oh
Oh no!
Dead.
You have no idea what he's seeing.
I have a
And now
feeling we have
I'm gonna
another dragon coming.
Disadvantage on the stun, and I roll. He has a +7 for this saving throw. I rolled a 10, which makes it, but disadvantage, I roll a 1. So he's stunned
Damn,
and he's just reeling insanely. In fact, I'm just gonna hero this up a bit. He reels around and just vomits acid again. He does his breath weapon again, but randomly into the swamp. He's no idea where he's facing or what he's doing. And there's just shrieking bullywugs everywhere, burning in acid. He manages to catch Glorpa on the edge, but doesn't do any damage to her because she's acid resistant. Or I guess acid resistant. She takes half damage.
Oh, I don't take half
Roll-
damage, yeah.
Roll me a
Wait,
saving throw to see how much you take.
I always forget what I added out.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Just roll.
Oh,
Yeah, your saving throw versus for Dex is +3, so that's not going to make it.
Oh, okay. So
You wanna, so you'll take half damage unless you want to spend an inspiration to reroll.
Nah, it's cool.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do an Ugna.
You'll take
numbers
26
right now.
damage, but it's like,
Oh.
or you
But
can
half of that,
reroll and
right?
potentially have it. No, this is halved. 26 is your
Oof.
Oh Jesus
full
Christ!
damage.
Yeah, this is an inspiration for me,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
take that off of mine.
If you spend an inspiration,
16.
okay, then
Much
you
better.
take half of that. You take
Okay.
13 damage.
Jesus.
Oof.
Even with half damage, bullywugs are very dead. Yeah, he's just flailing around. It's his turn. He doesn't get it.
Good.
So
Very good.
you guys are up. Tromlin.
Whew, okay. Shit. Oh! I forgot I have a new ability, don't I?
You want to do it?
Yep.
I will roll a penalized saving throw because of Perny.
Oh my god.
Oh, right. Sorry, penalized and at disadvantage because of
Oh
insanity.
my god.
Also,
Yeah,
the
guess
blood
what?
that
He
he
failed.
failed. Also, the distracting intrusion.
Well, the distracting intrusions was for the round. Or no, it's the round.
No,
it's still
it's
happening.
the round.
Still going.
Yeah. Until their next turn.
Yeah, that's what the disadvantage. Well, I guess double disadvantage, but whatever. I failed. Suffice to say, I have failed these saving throws.
Tickle him to death at this point.
Well, that's basically what's about to happen. So Tromlin pulls out his hurdy-gurdy
Oh good.
Oh no.
Oh good.
and starts to play it, and the dragon is dancing
Oh.
in the midst of its insane flailing. He's dancing. He starts to hiccup furiously. The only people nearby here who are going to take damage are going to be 5 damage for Ugna, 5 damage for Fetid, 2 damage for Glorpa. Everybody else is far enough away.
Still good.
As he hiccups furiously, as he pirouettes and attempts to dance. But he attempts to dance as someone whose mind is roiling with Cthulhuid mythos would dance. So it just looks like he's a marionette on strings at this stage. This dragon is like jerking like in ways that like living things don't normally move.
2 questions.
Blood
One,
streaming from his eyes.
first question, how is the queen frog reacting to this?
The queen frog is entirely tied up by vines in the swamp right now.
Fair enough. Second question, or second thing, I
I guess
yell.
I'll roll to see if she gets out again.
Did
Oh no, sorry, she broke free, didn't
Yeah, she was
And
loose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so sorry, so she's right there, and I actually should have done her turn. I'll just do that. It was just before yours, Tromlin, so I'll just do it now, since you haven't done anything yet.
Is she being burned to death by her boyfriend's acid?
She's taking damage from the acid as well. Yes.
Nice.
She isn't in the stream of the breath weapon, but she is taking. She's taking the bubble damage like the rest of you. But she is going to attempt to clobber Ugna again
That's
with
fine.
her.
Yeah.
19. That's going
Ooh,
to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Great
Good
club
thing
damage.
we-
I just rolled max damage.
Good
Oh.
thing we
I
healed
box
you.
card.
Yeah. Holy crap.
That's a box car.
That's a high damage knight.
That is 17 damage.
Oh.
I can take it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most damage she can do.
Yeah.
Give her a
Takes
break.
it with a smile.
Yeah, her damage is 2d6 plus 5, and I
Yeah.
just box card it.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
it. That's all she's
Wait,
got.
I still get hero or temporary hit points, so I'm actually up.
Did you take? Yeah, this new round. Yeah, so take
Yeah.
the. You would have taken that 4
I'm
off
at
first.
49, not 45.
Yeah. So Tromlin. Now that I took care of that, you're up.
Well, I just, I
Oh, right,
made-
You
did
hurdy
that,
gurdy.
right. You hurdy-gurdy, and he starts dancing and flailing.
I was gonna say he just called for his mom. Are we in
Yep.
trouble?
I don't know.
No. It
good
sounded like
question.
like a recognition, like he was like looking, like he was like
Oh!
mom, like
Oh,
mom.
I was like, oh shit, he's calling in reinforcements. We're gonna
Imagine
die.
he was in the dragon bathroom and his dragon mom walked in on him. That's
Yep.
the sound he made.
Yep.
Mom, it's natural.
Hides his
Not
dragon
with a
magazines.
frog.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Excellent. We're done. We're over. Stream over.
Good
And
job,
forward.
We're
everybody.
not going to top
Good
that.
job, everybody.
Yeah. So, Fetid, you
All
are
right.
right up close and personal with this dragon
Yeah, I
and this
guess
big
I'm
frog
gonna-
lady.
I'm gonna put some arrows into the dragon because he seems like he's not doing super great. So
All right.
I'm gonna shift my hunter's mark to him and arrow number 1.
It was already on him.
Oh, was it? All right,
Nice.
cool.
I think so.
What is that? That is a 12 plus 8 is 20, so that one will hit.
You know what? I'm going to give you your guys' another. I've already given you some stuff for the hype train, but I'm going to finish it off here with a free hero point that I am spending on your behalf at this time. You draw up a beat. You're like right under this dragon, like you're within 5 feet of this dragon, and you just kind of take a half step back, line up, go for a trick shot. You sort of do the Legolas trick where he's like flailing around and yelling, and you like do like he goes, "Mom," and you're like, "She's up there," and he raises his head immediately, and you put the arrow right in his throat, and just drop him one shot, and
Nice.
he collapses. Like an immediately killed snake would as it's coiling, just like down like a slinky. Like the strings that were making him dance just got cut, and he was never alive in the first place. And he collapses in a heap of bleeding acid at your feet.
All right.
The giant frog lady immediately stops and looks down at him with that expressionless frog face. You feel like this is where she's like weeping, whatever. You're not sure if she's sad or that's just how she always looks. And then she opens her mouth, her tongue shoots out, and she pulls his tail into her mouth and starts going, ow.
Oh, great.
That
Good.
happened.
Yep.
You gotta stop that.
Yep.
Gibbs!
Wait, is there a reason not to let that
Gibbs!
happen?
We need to stop that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that seems like it's going to lead to trouble.
Yeah.
Also,
All
I
right,
just want
well,
Also,
I would
she
not
has
let
my
it fly.
hat.
my second arrow is going to be aimed at the frog lady then.
Sounds good.
What is that? That is not as good. 15.
That'll hit. Oh,
All
sorry,
right.
no, she has an 18. That won't hit.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. All right. Well,
It
that's
skips
for me
off
then.
her rubbery hide.
I guess I'll settle for finishing off the dragon.
Next up, Glorpa.
Hmm.
You were just hovering above this tableau in
So
dragonfly form.
I'm thinking of what I could do to. Man, I really like being a dragonfly. I've liked almost everything I've morphed into. It's been great.
Excellent.
Man,
Do you want to? You could end this by turning her into something.
I feel a little bit bad for her, but like in a
Just a
weird,
regular
I don't know what's
frog.
going through your head kind of
is
way.
eating the corpse of her boyfriend.
Yeah,
That's
it's
kinda
true.
Is that leading to something that you guys know about that I don't? It sounds
No,
like this
it
is
just
No.
seems like a bad idea.
like for
It seems
her.
like we're gonna look for everyone.
Like, I think if
I
a mutant frog eats a dragon, they get weird powers.
I don't know if any of
Yeah.
you have
Something.
ever
I was
seen.
wondering.
I know Peter had pet geckos at one time, but if you've ever seen a pet lizard get the last of the shed skin off its head
Mhm.
and then just immediately starts to consume it, that's what this
Yep.
looks like.
Oh, nice!
I
Wow.
Oh.
She's just like the boyfriend
upsetting.
immediately next to her
Yeah.
died, and she's like just entirely unthinkingly going, "Oh no, the
Protein.
part that I need to ingest that protein. Can't lose that."
There's also the fact that if we can get those scales, that's dragon hide.
Oh, hell yeah.
stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can I fly on over and basically like create water and toss it into her mouth so that she kind of drowns on, or not like
I mean, she's
kinda
a
drowns on
frog.
it a little bit? Oh, she's right. That's true.
Yeah, so probably that wouldn't help a lot.
That would do shit to her.
Just clean her up.
Just giving her a drink.
You could, I mean,
Well-
you could, you still haven't had the opportunity to full on use the polymorph if you want. You could turn her into something that isn't capable of eating a dragon.
Oh, I could turn her into something. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Just a cow.
I completely forgot I could do that. Okay. Did you say an owl?
I said a cow.
Yeah.
Because you
That would work.
fed it into a cow before.
You could turn her into a rat. You could turn her into like a regular frog.
Can I turn her into a plant?
It has to be an. I don't
Animal?
know. Actually, can it? Can you?
It seems
Doesn't
like
have
it'd
to be an animal,
simple
but
enough.
Doesn't it just say a creature?
Is a
Okay.
plant a creature?
Can
Well,
stick
there are
with that.
definitely plant monsters that are creatures.
Mm-hmm.
True.
it has to
Into a new
have
form. Oh, no, it has to be a beast.
beast.
It has to be an
yeah,
animal.
The beast.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn her into a small frog, like a little harmless frog.
Just turn her into
Lar-
classic witch move. Turn her into a
has
frog.
said, turn her
Perfect,
into an
right?
owl bear.
Oh
I
God.
know. I know what you were thinking. I know exactly where you're going to.
Owl bear is
But-
not a beast.
It's
though.
true.
Owl
Well,
That's
I
bear
am
is
true.
not
still
a beast.
flying.
It's
I
not
am
an
also
option.
going to grab while she's morphing into this tiny frog. Grab her hat and bring it over to you and put it on you
Thank
and say,
you.
"I have crowned you the rightful frog queen."
Good.
Nice.
Okay, well, let me make her. Let me make her saving throw. I say as I roll a 1.
Yeah.
That's what
Never
I like to
mind.
It's because she's no longer
Never
the frog
mind.
queen, so
Yeah,
Yep.
she just
all of
immediately.
her hero points went away.
Yep.
There is now like a regular sized toad, like choking on the end of the dragon's tail.
Yeah.
Step on it. Step on it.
Kill it.
Well, remember that when a polymorphed creature is killed in the polymorphed form, where the hell? I thought I just had this spell open. I closed it again. That was dumb.
I have it open.
So when you kill a creature that has been polymorphed, it reverts to its previous form. The main option here would either to be like just kick her off into the swamp and let her like wander around for a while until she eventually turns back,
Hmm.
or with like an hour from now.
Yeah.
Or you can kill it, but as soon as it drops to 0 hit points or dies, it will revert to its previous state.
But it'll be dead still, right?
And she wouldn't be
Yeah.
eating
No.
everything.
No, she'll be back to exactly however she was.
Oh,
I mean, she's pretty
interesting.
damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We knew
basically
that
a
about
take
her.
take a foe out of the fight for a while
Gotcha.
spell.
Cool. Let's leave her frogging.
So, like for example, if you had pulled off that as a polymorph on the dragon, and like you could have basically wiped out all the bullywugs and then fought the dragon, that kind of thing.
That's
Honestly,
cool.
my vote is we try to kill her because
Yeah. She's gonna turn back giant.
yeah, we're still gonna have a big mean frog out in the woods trying to eat everybody.
Yeah.
So
I will, just for the sake of time, I will say, so you do this, it stops. There's no bullywugs left. They've all fled or been killed. There's a few, actually, no, it's not true. There's a few that are still trapped in your entanglement. But as soon as you cast polymorph, you're dropping the entangle
right.
spell.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So they
Scatter.
just flee. They just flee. This is not what they signed up for.
Mm.
And then you can like prepare yourselves, and whenever you're all positioned and ready, stomp on the toad and or revert back into, or just drop the spell and revert back into the bullywug queen, and you can just immediately
Just
all get like an
pummel her.
attack on it.
Yeah.
She's got like 20 hit points left. Like
Yeah.
Let me
You
let
will
me
not
just
have
roll
a difficulty.
Ugna hammer once. Oh, that's a 20. Jesus
Ah.
Christ.
in that
Nice.
yeah, so
I just nat
Alright.
20.
perfect.
Yeah.
You all carefully line yourselves up and position yourselves to do like a firing field. She reverts, goes "Brrr," angrily, and Ugna just one shots
Hammer.
clubs her on the head with the hammer, and that's it.
perfect. The perfect ending.
Good.
Mm.
I'm the queen.
Yeah, she'll like thud. Yeah.
So, first off, before we do anything else, I'm going to try to carefully, without damaging the hide too much, slit open the dragon's chest and find the heart for my grandfather.
Oh.
Mhm.
I mean, well,
Can
you
I
don't
have
know about the heart thing yet, so maybe
Yeah.
you gotta wait and see what he does.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, never mind.
I think at this point, like Grandpa Perny has been jonesing to, so he has like a compulsion to fulfill all items on the bucket list.
Mhm.
I think I think at this point he's basically
He's
possessed.
probably right in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm imagining like you turn around, like while you guys are planning the whole frog thing, he's like whistling, twirling his knife, walking over to the dragon. Hey, ha, yeah.
Yeah. So, as soon as Ugna polishes off the toad queen, the frog queen, bullywug queen, and you sort of go, huh, and you turn to look at the dragon, you see Perny has already got his ritual dagger carved open the chest and pulling out the heart,
You know what?
dragon, which is as big as your head.
The butt. Give me the butt. I don't eat the dragon's ass.
Oh, hey, before anyone does anything else, can I at least use my chef skills to see if I can
Ooh.
butcher some of the hide off so we can take it somewhere to get turned into something for us?
I mean, yeah, I'm not in a hurry. I just want to be able to say I ate a dragon's ass.
Basically, I want to remove the head so we get that taxidermied. And I want to see if I can remove as much flesh as possible that's serviceable.
Oh, that head's going up in our house.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the living room, like
Mhm.
conversation piece.
It'll really
Mhm.
bring the whole room together.
Oh yeah.
So at
There's no way.
this point, Fetid, sort of as you're tentatively checking out this dragon and maybe like, compulsively like tasting
Mhm.
some ichor or gut or whatever that's kind of spilling out from where Perny is working. You just let out like the mother of all hiccups again. Your little green bubbles go flying out in all directions, and the fur comes right off of you, like you've just
Nice.
sneezed it off. And underneath, you are now all shiny black dragon scales.
Ooh.
Oh, hey. Cool.
You are like a black dragon kobold for
I
the
hope this
time
sticks
being.
around for a little bit.
Mhm.
I feel
Just
like
And
time to
I
watch.
can
sexy and dangerous.
and I can
Yeah.
reveal as we do this
It's slimming.
that
It's slimming.
because I need Alina to do this for me. Can you please now add a black token next to Fetid's name
Oh ho ho.
on
God.
our tracker? And I can
Mhm.
reveal the second poll of the night said, let's be jerks and give one of the characters a black token. Who should it
good.
be?
Great. Thanks.
And they
Thanks,
chose
Matt.
Fetid.
Thanks, y'all.
Oh no!
Really, really appreciate it.
Good.
That's
So we'll
cool.
just save that for later,
Great.
and you can carry
Good.
on.
It's cool. It's not like you're turning into a dragon or anything. It's fine.
Good. That's great.
Good.
So
Mhm.
in this tableau, Ugna, you have now put the crown on, and you're in your giant frog onesie, wearing the crown. Basically, you might even be like trying to get the moo off of her, and
I'm wearing like a cape. Like it's
Yep.
thrown around all on my shoulders, all tattered and torn up.
Tromlin is like assessing, like stalking around this dragon, like wetting his knife, his boning knife, and going, okay, just figuring out how to attack this particular butchering task. Galorpa is probably still in dragonfly form, just perched on
Fun.
top of Ugna on one of the fake eyes, just being like,
Okay. In the
I'm
middle of that
just gonna hang out.
tableau, Ugna's looking up at Glorpa,
Oh,
and then
give me a second because I'm
okay,
not done.
Go ahead.
Copernicus is on his knees, holding the heart, like cutting away all of the tubes and hauling out this massive dragon's heart. Blood is he's covered in blood. It's streaming down in this still warm, still slightly beating dragon's heart as dragon's blood washes down your arms. You're going to take a little bit more damage from the acid nature of this dragon's innards.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're still got at least. I think you're probably about half your hit points, or where are you at?
Almost exactly. Yeah. I've taken 20 damage and lost 5 max HP. And
Yeah,
I
so
think I'm
you're-
at 2 HP.
Yeah, so you're not only enough to take you out, but enough to sort of like burn a little bit as you're basically preparing to eat this. And at this stage, Fetid has just sneezed off all of his fur and is now like going whoa as you are now actually got like black dragon scales. And this is the point at which you hear a voice from probably several voices from the wall above the garbage dump, basically going, Jesus Christ, as the town guard having come over because of the commotion. I like to point out that this entire thing, from the moment of like things getting real till now, has only been like 5 rounds,
We were
Cool.
quick.
Cool. Yep.
which is
Not even
like
a full minute.
a
It's
minute.
not even a minute.
So like the guards have just come running up to the top of the wall and are looking down at this, shining
Cool,
their
guys,
like
we got
holding
it.
up their torches and looking at, like Perny basically like does the vampire in the
You want
graveyard
some?
look up at as the light shines on him and hisses
It's
at the
like when
wall.
when you catch a raccoon going through your
Yes.
garbage cans.
Yes, very very like that. And now carry on with what you were saying, Alina.
Oh, Ugna starts looking like really, really pensive for a moment, as she's like looking down at the dragon and then looking up at Glorpa. It's like, I don't understand something. I get that dragon. The dragonfly is half dragon, but how does you get a horsefly?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, no, that wasn't it. It was I get that. Yeah. I messed up my joke. It's all right.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That's also
Yep.
like a very.
I mean, how does the dragonfly? How does the other half of that work?
I just
As
assumed
well.
that a dragon like turns into something. Dragons can turn into stuff, and then they do some freaky stuff, maybe with a fly. But how do you get a horsefly?
Very carefully.
Same way.
Huh?
A lot of lubrication.
There's not enough lubrication in the world.
We'll see about that. I do have that magic jar.
Anyway, I will look up at the guards and say, "You're welcome."
We gotta keep the hand.
You should stay where you are.
I think we'll do what we
Hey, it's
damn well
okay
please
now.
right now, actually.
Everything's okay.
I'm like, well, I'm not going to go anywhere until I'm done butchering this thing.
Someone's like elbowing one of the other guards and being like, "That's the bone crusher.
Hey,
Get her autograph. Get her autograph."
guess how a dragon falls in love with a toad? It's a total eclipse of the heart.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
So,
Yes. We are professionals, people. That's what we're talking about. Audience members, don't try this at home.
never.
Don't try to make puns like that at home.
No,
What do I need to roll to butcher this dragon appropriately?
Well, for one thing, like
I'm
we should
making
keep-
dragon
We
steak.
should heal you
You're
before you do any acid splashing.
Yeah.
you're gonna need. Yeah, I was gonna say
Fair.
you're gonna need like assistance.
Protective gear.
You honestly are like at a bit of a loss because you're not 100% sure like what organs are where. You've never butchered a reptile, let alone a dragon reptile. So you might even feel like you
Hey,
might
Fetid,
want
Fetid, come
magical assistance.
I can ghost gaze him. I can ghost gaze the dragon and then tell you where all the bits are.
I was gonna say,
You
can
have
I-
X-rays?
I mean,
was
no,
gonna
I'm a normal old man. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
correct. Yes.
Those are good glasses, man.
I was
Oh,
gonna
this
say,
could be
He
a-
can
this
I-
says
could be
they're
a
on a
bonding
mouthful
activity.
of dragon heart.
This could be a bonding
Completely
activity.
normal. There's nothing
Can I-
unusual here.
Can I cast locate object to find the choicest cuts?
Where is the dragon's wishbone?
I mean, the
I mean,
clown,
will-
obviously.
It's an object now. It's dead.
Let me first off cast a cure light wounds on myself.
Okay.
Probably wise.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing any healing at this point?
Uh,
So
Do
Perny,
that as well.
Perny's going to be a while consuming this entire dragon's heart.
No, half is.
Well, half for you and
Oh,
half
yes.
for the
my
bucket.
sunshine. Yeah. I would. Tromlin, do you need the blood of the dragon for anything?
Maybe a stew? But I mean, I don't need all of it.
Okay, so I have another power that I want to show off, Lane. You mentioned
Oh.
I could make a wagon if I had a lot. If I killed a giant thing, I might have enough of a certain thing to make a wagon out of it. I'd like to make a wagon to transport the corpse somewhere that we can do a good, proper job. I want to do this as a bonding activity with my grandson. Can I
I'm
make a
down.
wagon out of blood?
You have one blood dice left. If you would wish to spend it, please roll a d8.
I also think that I might be refilling my blood dice. What with the heart?
Yeah, you will. It's going to take you a while to get through that heart.
That's fair. Another 5.
So take another 5 damage.
Another 5.
so Perny says, "Well, hang on a second." Takes out this little red book again, looks at it, mutters some things that that don't sound like human noises and actually don't sound like sounds, like you feel them more than you hear them, and it's like
Disturbing.
whispers that come out of a portal to like the netherworld. And his eyes glow red again, and he once again slashes up his forearm with his black ritual dagger. The blood that he drips from his wound, he drips onto the dragon and the dragon's blood that's pooling now around its body. And then that blood animates and moves in the way that he directs it, and it comes out of the body in just a torrent that builds itself into a crystalline blood wagon.
Nice.
I'm not complaining. Let's load this thing up, and
That's pretty fancy. That's
Yeah.
wow. That's good
I say,
magic.
Granddad, that's amazing.
Your chariot
that
awaits, my lady.
as it happens, as that happens, the town guards who had said, "Hey, wait there," now a group of guards with one of the sheriff's deputies come marching out. Or sorry, not with the sheriff's deputy, but with the captain of the guard, who I believe some of you know. So I'm going to pull up his name from our campaign notes. I believe he's on Tromlin's
Oh,
sheet.
yeah. I've got
Tromlin's
Sal on
campaign
mine.
notes. He might be on yours too. I don't know. Oh no, because Tromlin's is all.
Yeah, I don't know this person.
Yes, you do. It is. He's not like one of the main ones. He's not bolded on your sheet. He's Captain Tiberius Payne, an Earth Genasi.
Sounds like an easygoing guy.
Yeah, he's like looks somewhat stone-like and has like basically an expressionless face at all times. He is along with a group of people has come out through a gate on this side of the wall and have stopped dead in their tracks. Payne has no look on his face. No, he just doesn't do expressions. He's got literally has a stone face. He has no nose. It's just a rocky exterior. And he's just staring. But all of the guards around him are like just Asterix cartoon level bulging eyes and jaws on the ground as they watch the dead dragon's blood emerge from its body and turn into an impossible occult vehicle.
That could have been handled better.
It's
Fine.
fine.
Now they know their place. They are completely superfluous to this situation.
Hi,
Everything
guys.
is under control.
It's okay. We got the dragon. It's good.
And so Payne sort of unnecessarily says, "What is going on here?" In his
What does
like
it look
gravelly
like?
voice.
I'd say that your
Sir.
guards were the ones dragging ass, except the dragon ass is down here.
Oh,
And I'm
Instead,
gonna
has
eat
hips.
it.
I as my grandfather does this, I will look to Payne and say, we were out inspecting some rumors about bullywugs advancing towards the area. We engaged them. They were under the influence of this dragon who came forth. We slayed it.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm not a bullywug. I just look like the one.
And
I am
may
just
know
their
my
queen.
friend-
Blink,
You may know
blink.
my friend Ugna Sugartusk, the Bone Crusher.
Hi.
I would like you, Tromlin, to make me a persuasion roll, which you're very good at.
I was like, I hope I could do this. Hope I don't have to do. Plus 10.
You have a plus 10 persuasion.
30.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
Wait,
decent.
you
Yeah,
on that
20.
20?
Yeah.
I see.
Nice.
I thought when you said that's a 10, I thought that's what you rolled. Okay then.
Ooh.
Most useless fucking
All right.
nat 20.
Oh no, this is going to be useful. So now I can set a tableau. So we'll have a bit of a tableau here, and then I'll move on to find out what you guys want to do next. But basically,
Why of all times? Why couldn't it have been when I punched him to could have got critical hit and flipped wounds?
over by the gates of the city, you picture Payne has like one of those cop flip notebooks out and is like taking Tromlin's statement as you describe basically how you've saved the city from this dragon, while the guards all sort of around him just look unbelievably uneasy and generally kind of trying to shy away. Meanwhile, over by the cart, Ugna is like working to wrestle the body of this dragon like onto the cart.
I've never wrestled a dragon before. This is great.
It's hard when they're dead.
It is.
It's
They're
harder.
real heavy.
Dead
like,
weight. Yeah.
they just the center of gravity is right through the ground.
Like trying to pick up a big
Meanwhile,
old bag of dog
Copernicus is sitting like romantically in a moonbeam on a pile of trash at the edge of the the dump with the bucket next to him, and with his ritual dagger carving strips off of the heart, which he then sucks in like Hannibal Lecter, or
Lady and the
alternating
Tramp.
one and then
This is Lady
feed.
and the Tramp with the bucket.
Yes.
God damn it! God damn it! Oh, please
Good.
large draw that.
Good.
While
Large
Fetid,
draw that.
Fetid helps Ugna maneuver this dragon.
I'm not helping. I'm chewing on the dragon's
Yeah, that's
ass.
fine. That's fine.
Well, if you want, honestly, you're the one with the most skill for like dressing this thing in terms of it's like a kill.
Yeah, starting with
so
the,
you,
with the butt.
yeah,
and
you
That's
using
you
that's
get
how
the,
you start.
You get
Yep.
the anus right out there. How many of you guys
Yeah.
have seen the episode of Anthony Bourdain's show when he ate a warthog's anus in Angola?
It's like that,
No.
but huge.
It's where they it's like that. It's exactly like that, except nobody's bothering to throw it in the fire for a while first. You just kind of squeeze the feces out of it, shake it a little bit, go good enough.
Fine.
Ugna's
Good
like,
to
do
go.
you want to wash that off, maybe?
No,
Like, Glorpa's
no.
here.
This is how you get more flavor this way.
Oh, okay.
Use my
Oh.
dress.
It's like really stretchy, so you're sort of like,
Yeah, it's like a nice
It's like
jerky.
taffy.
Yeah,
All right.
you can tell he
Shoving
really
it onto the cart.
never got enough fiber in his diet. This one, but
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, he's a black dragons, like swamp dragons, eat probably a lot of. Honestly, this guy's probably been eating a lot of bullywugs.
It's nothing
You know
but
what he's been
bullywugs.
eating out of a bullywog lately.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
But I hope that Flogpuss was worth it, because this is... He didn't have to date her. It was all not that bad.
Yep.
What do you call it when you eat a bunch of bullywugs and then you poop them out? Toadstool.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Good.
That's not
Good.
bad.
That's a lot more innocent than I was
Yes.
expecting.
Yeah, that could have been much worse.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how, but it could have.
I braced for impact on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's what you have to do. Dragons aren't small.
Oh.
So yes.
So, yeah. So that's basically our tableau, and we can fade to black on this and
How big was
and
this
pick
dragon?
up. This
he
was
like
a
young dragon.
This was a young dragon, but
kinda like a teenager.
goosed its stats a bit because I wanted it to be a teenage dragon.
Gotcha.
So it was
Oh, we feel like
partway in
teenagers.
stats
Yeah.
between a
Nice.
young dragon
And an
with
adult.
a few things towards the adult.
He made some mistakes in love, man.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get to
Yep.
learn from him,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well.
Could have
Next
done a
life,
lot
motherfucker.
more damage to you.
Next life, motherfucker.
Yep.
Yep.
Rules of nature.
Yep. Frog Queen,
that
bitches.
An eventful episode.
I cannot wait for Tromlin to properly butcher that body.
So let's pick. So you guys get it back to your place,
Mhm.
and into the kitchen.
Some houses
Where-
have like a
where the
truck up on blocks
stable-
outside. We have a dragon.
Hey, look. No, I grew up around enough like redneck stuff. It's not uncommon to see dead animals on the
That's
front
true.
porch.
Yeah.
That's
My
true.
next door neighbor would have like 4 different
yeah.
dead deer hanging from their swing sets.
Yep.
Mhm.
I grew up in northern
That's how you
Saskatchewan.
bleed them.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is just business.
Yep.
I would like a bunch of rolls for this. I would like a culinary related roll from Tromlin. So why don't you roll me your chef tools? So this will be your wisdom plus proficiency bonus.
What is my proficiency bonus? I can never remember.
Plus
I'm
3.
sorry. Plus 3. So it's a +7 total.
Can I aid
And
with
I would like an
gross
Arcana roll from Copernicus because
Oh,
you're going to
shit.
need to be able to tell him where not to cut so that a torrent of acid doesn't burn everyone.
I got an 18
And we want
plus
Fetid in on
7.
this for sure. Fetid's
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to tell you which part is the butt.
Yeah, and I want a
which part is the
survival
butt.
roll from Fetid.
Nice.
I got a 25 total. That's damn.
Nice.
29.
Beautiful. You are expert on this dragon since you
22.
consumed its heart.
Actually, you know what? As we do this,
22.
I may jot down all the cuts in case we ever get a chance
Oh, yeah.
to get another dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's discuss. This is very important. This is very, very near and dear to my interests. I want to know, what are the primals on a dragon? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, similar to butcher and a bear, I'd guess.
I mean, it's still a vertebrate, right?
Yeah,
It's still going to
exactly.
have the same. It's not going to be like butchering a bear, because butchering a bear, once you have the skin off, they look
Looks like a human.
uncannily like
Yeah.
humans,
Yep.
which is
Yeah.
why a lot of
Upsetting.
hunters don't like going after
It's because
bears.
they have plantigrade legs. They're the same as us. They're not like
Yeah.
other animals where they're digitigrade.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
they look
looks-
like people.
It looks a black bear with the skin off looks very, very
Just
like
like
a
a
human
burly
with the skin
dude.
off. And yeah,
It's uncomfortable.
Well, I wonder if like people who butcher dragons have arguments about like, well, is it like the bird-hipped kind or the lizard-hipped kind?
Yeah.
Like the evolutionary.
I mean, anatomically it just doesn't work, because you've got to attach wings. You basically need a 6-limb tetrapod.
They got like
which
a double
doesn't exist
double clavicle in
anyway.
the front to
Yep.
attach the
It's-
wing
there's-
muscles to.
I've seen a lot of people try to speculate on anatomy for winged, for like, I don't know, an angel or a dragon or other kinds of creatures that have 6 limbs in fantasy, how that would work in the shoulder girdle, and no one's ever come up with something that isn't really weird.
Lane,
Anyway.
I thought of something I need to do also while we're doing this. One of the street urchins, I'm going to send them to get, because I'm out of 2nd level spells until I can rest.
Yep.
To get a cleric, and I can pay them to cast gentle repose on the body.
Hmm.
wait.
I mean, if you
wait.
mention this, I'm pretty
Hey.
sure that Copernicus could do it.
ritual magic.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I'll
cost
I'll tell my granddad, like, can you do gentle repose? It'll preserve the meat longer.
I could try an old meat tenderizing trick to make sure the meat doesn't spoil.
I'm thinking we're gonna have like ribs, and we're gonna have some steaks as well.
Honestly,
There's
it
a
has a
roast.
little bit more flavor if you let it spoil a little bit. You don't have to
No.
go all the
Roll.
way, but
With these rolls, you guys are going to easily, you have acquired a cask of remaining dragon's blood that was left over after your cart manufacture. You will acquire all of the parts that have magical use. So Copernicus, with your 29 roll, you're basically like, oh yeah, let me just give me a second to draw out the anatomy of a dragon and where you need to cut and where not. Black dragons in particular. With your survival rolls, like all of these rolls were over 20. So with the survival roll from Fetid, you basically easily help with skinning and gutting. Collecting the choice bits for yourself, and by choice bits I mean disgusting parts that would normally be thrown away.
yeah, all the really gnarly stuff.
The gizzard.
And with those chef rolls, you get your knives sharpened up good and get right in there, and you get your bone saw going and a cleaver and cut yourself a whole bunch of good dragon meat.
We also get a head taxidermy later.
Hell yeah.
I may ask Granddad if I can have some of the blood, because there's a medieval recipe for blood sauce.
Ooh.
I imagine that'd be amazing with
Hey,
dragon.
you got like a cask full. You got like a decent sized cask full of blood.
So,
Can we just wait for the cart to like melt in 24 hours? What happens?
So when the
Dragon?
hematurgic blood has been used, it's not usable for something else like spell components or whatever.
Like all the nutrition's gone.
So it'll kind of like disintegrate into like disgusting goo and like evaporate magically once it's been done with.
I will make a point then not to leave this in the middle of the kitchen and to
Appreciate it.
or next to the house, and I'll roll it off somewhere.
Oh, are we having dragon ribs for dinner tonight? Like,
Roll it back over to the dump, and then the quaggles can like go, ooh, there's some kind of black sludge left over here.
Delicious.
Ooh, tasty.
sludge.
Yeah, so we need to basically take the hide to get that turned into something for the group or someone in the group.
So
you get the head.
you need
taxidermy.
you need magic here.
I know
and
Sal.
You do well. Yeah, but Sal's a smith. Like
That's true.
isn't
He's
what
not
he
an
does.
armorer.
But you do know Dangolf, and you know where he
That's
lives.
true.
Because
enough.
if you want to pull up the map for me, Alina.
Yeah, he lives real nearby.
Hey, Dangolf, we hit a dragon with our car. Can you turn it into a hat?
I mean, yeah, that's
I bet
basically what we're
Fetid
doing.
has one hat.
Mhm.
Our house, you said,
If you
was
pull
like
that up,
somewhere over
Yeah, I'll
near.
show you.
Yeah, we live.
you got the map up?
I'm even zooming in so you
Okay,
can see
so in the center of the
downtown.
map, yeah, it's all central.
Yeah.
You all somewhere just north a little bit of number 18, along that row behind the
I think we said our
castle.
house is like here.
No, further down.
There's
I will
18.
your house is somewhere in this neighborhood
Yep.
here, one of these, on the edge of the north quarter where the Thieves Guild is and all that stuff. On the other side of the castle, the little park there, number 8, is the Warden's Green, and right below that is a little squat tower called the Augury, and that is the wizard school where Dangalf the wizard teaches his little students. So you just gotta need to go around the keep, basically, to go knock on the door there and ask for some assistance. So this is like late in the night, so by morning you've done a lot of work, but there's like a lot of,
Still got like half a
like
dragon.
how do you tan dragon hide? This isn't like normal tannery. And this is all stuff that you know because Copernicus made a really good roll. So like Fetid is saying, okay, what we got to do to tan these hides, we got to take the brains out of the skull, and then you mix that with like some urine, and you make a paste, and you need to like scrape the back of the. And
Fun
Copernicus
fact.
is like, no. Magic has to be used for dragon hide. It doesn't work like normal.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure? Because my piss is extremely potent.
Let's not
Well-
risk it, buddy.
All right. Fair
Try a
enough.
little section that way just to see if we can do it.
Yeah, give
I
him a little
mean-
bit
Yeah, I want to find
to
out.
play with.
We'll call it the control group.
Now that I know everyone's watching, I've got piss anxiety and I can't go.
Oh, there is
Take some of the urine from the dragon's bladder. But
Dragon piss.
it'll work.
Mhm.
It'll tan that leather, but it will come out like leather. It won't come out like it'll come out like crocodile skin. It won't come out magical.
Oh man, I want a Crocodile Dundee hat made out of a
Oh,
dragon.
hell yes.
Yeah, let's do a little hat for, at the very least,
You
do a
don't-
little hat for
No,
Fetid.
absolutely. You don't
Yes.
have like the tailoring skills, but the tip of the dragon's tail is just tapered. So you skin it. You made a great survival roll. You skin it, you turn it inside out, and you tan it, and now you're gonna have like a pointy little, the shape of the dragon's tail tip hat,
With the little
like a
spike
little
at the end,
sock,
at the top.
like a little sock hat. Yeah, like with like a little
Everything I've ever
dragon, a little
wanted.
dragon ridge down the center of
good.
it.
So cute.
It's very good.
Everything I ever wanted.
It's like a stocking cap for sleeping in, but it's black dragon.
Yes, perfect.
It matches your skin.
I love it.
does. You're so sleek. Well, I mean,
Excellent.
is this the kind
So
of
by
thing,
dawn-
magic that you have, Bernie?
Is it?
Well, you're aware of some spells that do this sort of thing. There's a spell that actually is often used in sort of magical creature butchery. That spell is called Zul's Portable Abattoir. But in this case, you've got this professional chef who can handle like the meat. The question is magical, ingredient. What like for the purposes of going, we want dragon meat because I'm gonna like start a dragon burger business. That's one thing. But if you want to be able to go, we need like dragon's blood and scales and hide that is for like making magical armor and magic potions and so forth. Then you would want to go to a wizard. Because that kind of spell casting and item preparation is or obviously an artificer, like an alchemist. Both cases, you want to go to the augury. So by the time you're at this stage, it's dawn. It's morning.
Can I DM Dan Golf and be like, you up?
You up? I got a dragon.
Mhm.
You certainly can. At this stage,
Is
however,
this a booty call?
Technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's treasure, so.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
dragon ass, yes?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, no, Fetid ate that.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
Oh,
did.
you
better
already
eat the
ate it.
dragon's ass.
Not all of it.
Yeah.
Just
never eat all one and all the
just
whole
the
thing.
anus and rectum.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of the cloaca's still there.
Yeah. And like, the ass is a continuum. Like
It's
part
true.
of the
Yeah.
tail is technically ass.
Yep. There's
There's a
big muscle
haunch.
groups on either side of the
Get some of
cloaca.
that haunch.
Yep.
We wrecked him in life, and then we wrecked him in death.
Hey.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Oh wait, we did.
We did.
I'm gonna discuss. So I think we're nearing the point of wrapping up here.
Yeah.
Let's wrap
I
where
think
we
someone
show up
will-
at Dangolf's tower with like the dragon head over one shoulder and the skin over the other, and be like, "Hey, buddy."
So two things. Number one, it also occurs to you, Copernicus, that talking to Dangolf and his wizards is probably a great way to find out what a good area or place to go to find owlbears,
Yeah.
particularly owlbears in a mating season that might be milk producing.
Yeah.
So that might be a good thing to ask at the same time.
Yeah,
But
let's do it.
also, as the butchery of this dragon is commencing, Tromlin, there's going to be almost like a whisper in your mind, just an inclination as you realize that some of the organs inside here have some uses beyond traditional culinary or maybe what wizards would consider for magic. As I take your black token, so please remove that black token.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
Iron
all I
Shepherd
will
is
say
here.
for ending the stream is that Loki has some ideas for
Oh
you.
no.
good. Great.
Look,
and-
you're gonna have to fuck another god.
Uh-huh. This is
You
where
know what?
This is where the company Bad Dragon got their
No, Loki's just got a really good prank idea for you, basically, and we'll come back to that.
Randy's
I kinda
face.
have
It
to
just
do it.
it just happens to involve some dragon organs. It's fine.
Which
um,
ones?
The ones with the acid, and from that we'll wrap it here. So we'll start next game with going over to the augury to have a chat with Dangolf the wizard. And I have not confirmed yet, but as of a week and a half ago, the last time I talked to him, our guest for next week was all down to play. I'm just going to confirm that with him, and we should have our guest John Kovalik at our next.
Hey, John.
And
game
he
session.
knows how horrible we are, right?
Yes.
He knows all
Yes.
the horrible things.
He's
I hope
checked out
so.
some of these. I may get him to watch this one specifically because this is a good litmus test. If you can handle this
Yeah.
episode, you're
Look,
probably
if you can handle
okay.
us at our eating dragon ass.
Yeah, listen, we
If
bully
you can't handle us at our
murder,
eating
and
dragon ass, you
cannibalize.
don't deserve us at our milking owlbears.
Exactly.
All I
Exactly.
gotta say is I've got it in with John Kovalik because he was on my honeymoon,
Aw.
Nice.
and
Aw.
I'm not kidding. He showed up on my honeymoon. We can talk about that. It's really bizarre.
What? Sorry.
He showed up on my like we were. He made a guest appearance. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
Dude,
I remember
yeah,
you
you
telling
were
me
there.
about this. You did your honeymoon
Yeah.
at what is it, Disneyland?
Yeah, and he was
Right.
just
And you
there.
just happened to be there.
Yeah, he's like, are you really here? And he came over and just had lunch with us.
Aw.
We first met John Kovalik at like the dinkiest little convention in
MizCon.
Missoula, Montana.
Yep.
And
Whoa.
Alina and John Kovalik were the two artist guests.
Aw.
And I was like, I
Very
guess I get to
strange
hang out with
convention.
him all weekend because we're the only guests and we're in all of the panels. So
And I hung out with him once in Madison, Wisconsin, because I was there for the International Zebrafish meeting to go to science conferences. But that's where he lives, so we hung out.
I thought he was also there for the same.
No, that would be very strange.
Zebrafish.
I would have been like, why?
Why are you a fish guy?
It would have to be some kind of like, I've been commissioned to draw the new Munchkin Zebrafish deck. Munchkin
That's
Science. Munchkin Evo Devo.
I met him at a UK show, and it turns out that he lived like
Yeah.
really like spitting distance from where I
He was
lived.
born in the UK, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's why he couldn't make when he was supposed to originally
Oh,
guest
right.
2 weeks ago. He couldn't make it because he was visiting his family in the UK. Yeah, all good. So let's do our wrap up, the usual wrap up here.
Hooray. Oh, I
Um,
gotta get that downloaded.
I hope everybody had a good time watching these horrible, horrible creatures played by these horrible, horrible people. No.
Yep.
But as they did horrible, horrible things.
Very bad things. Very bad things.
Extremely
But
bad.
Dragon ass.
yeah, for
Yeah.
announcements, I don't really have much. Do we want to go around and anybody got any projects on the go? Any stuff you want to shout out? I'll start off while you think about it, doing my usual shout out to my co-DM. Dan's been working on, I know, a necromancy book for a while, and he's working on a blog for posting some of the crazy crap that we get up to planning magic for this. We have him to thank for a lot of the this terribly creepy new blood magic that Copernicus has picked up with his new feat.
Thank you, Shadow DM.
Mwahaha.
Hematurgy was all Dan. Anybody got any projects you want to shout out? Any stuff coming up?
I have a specific video that I'm working on right now. That it's a short story that I wrote 2 years ago. That like a week ago I started adapting into a short video, and then while I was adapting it, the horror story kind of started coming true, and it peaks in like a few hours ago. I was upstairs explaining to my neighbor that like the story is about someone being haunted by a monster in their drains that they know is coming for them, and then we literally had hidden drains under this 100-year-old gently haunted heritage house that we live in start to back up and flood, like literally next to the computer where I was editing. And then I went upstairs to tell my neighbor, and her grandson was drawing on the wall a picture of a monster hidden in a drain under a house in a pipe. The pipe connects to the spot in the house where the walls align, and it's actually above where the spot is. And I'm editing it together because it's.
And you're
it's
still there?
And I'm still. Well, it only happened 2 hours ago. I'm not a
For
chance to
now.
move it. But and he's a young kid, but it's like he's really good at horror art. Like holy crap!
I like that it's gently
Sure,
haunted.
fine.
Just
Yeah,
a little bit.
we have a
just a
really
bit.
sedentary ghost that we
Nice.
act. Yeah, for the longest. That's another story. We didn't realize that we were listening to it for a few months before we found out that the thing that we thought was her, like our upstairs neighbor at 4 a.m. was actually like, no, I always sleep through the night. I
It's
never
just
get
the
up
house.
and walk over your bed. It's
Oh, cool,
Mhm.
cool.
The house.
Cool.
Sure. You know.
Good.
Anybody else have any shout outs? Or we
Nothing
good
that
to
I
go?
mean, I'll do my usual one. If you like D&D and you want another stream, come see us on Wednesdays. I play in a different stream called Something Wicked. It's a comedy horror podcast. So there's lots of liches and ghosts and spooky things. Perfect for Halloween. Come check us out at twitch.tv/something5e. I am playing a Dragonborn artificer, and they are the opposite of Ugna in that they are
Mhm.
very smart and not super strong.
Excellent.
And also, they're not the Frog Queen. So,
Mhm.
No, but Ugna now is.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sure. Keep an eye on that tinfoil crown of yours.
Hell yes.
We'll have to see. I have to
Hell
decide
yes.
what I'm giving you guys for that crazy hype train.
I do want to be the Frog Queen.
I hope that
Yep.
is a fucking enchanted crown.
I hope it is.
Yeah, it should be.
Frogs listen to you now.
Mhm.
You can speak
Yeah,
frogs.
even if it's
Most
literally
useless.
you can speak frog now.
You
Date a
you
dragon.
can you can summon the
Oh,
frogs.
dragons find
Mhm.
you very sexy.
Yep.
Mhm.
That
Get that
would be
dress?
That could be
That
very
would make
funny.
a lot of sense.
That
Suddenly
would
you'd be
actually-
like, "That's what happened."
Why?
Do you know what you
That
call
poor
someone
dragon.
who can speak all the frog languages? A polywoglot.
Polyglot. We need to workshop this. I'm not sure where that goes. But that
Running
said,
from the hip here.
I think we're good.
We're good.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we got to do the roll for our subscribers.
Oh, yes.
Subscriber.
We gotta- I got the
Right.
list
Of
up
course.
here, so we're good to go.
Do we have a preview? Do we have one to show from?
We do. I'm still a couple short on them, but I will show off what we've got right now for
sure.
both. Wasn't Lady Toad and Yoshi? Who was last week?
You're still short. Metageeky was last week. If you're still
Metageeky,
short a little
yes.
bit, you could just wait. We can show them another time.
Here is one. I do like this one because it's got farting. Farting
Oh.
fetid.
Right.
Yes. Classic.
And fetid with I need more hats. And you just got
Yep.
one. So
And I just got one. Great.
hey.
I manifested my own future.
You did. I'm so proud of you. And then we've also got this one. With our
You want to
hypnotic
give me
gazy
the?
pie.
You also want to give me the number that I need to roll against here.
We have currently got 15 on this list.
Dean?
1-5.
I rolled number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Uncle Lar.
We finally get to give you a drawing.
Yay! And it's during Octoblar.
Nice.
It's a birthday present for Lar.
Hooray!
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy
Danielle,
soon
sing the happy
birthday.
song, though.
Excellent.
I can't do it as well as he can. I'll do it when it's just a real birthday.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Octoblar.
Cool. All right.
Sweet.
Thank you very much, all of
Everybody,
our wonderful
thanks
viewers.
for joining us. Thanks for the hype train tonight.
you.
Holy smokes,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
that
was cool.
We have all the inspirations.
You guys maxed up that hype train. Well done.
Cool.
Well done. Magic items are coming.
Can we make Tiberius Payne's middle initial J in honor of hype train leader J.
J.
Payne? I believe?
Payne. Nice.
I like that.
Good.
Agree. I agree.
Agreed.
It is so done.
Nice.
Tiberius J. Payne.
Excellent.
All right.
It is canon. All right, folks. We are out for tonight. We'll see y'all again in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.